Hey, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe before you know what you're gonna get.
4-foot man-eating chicken!
Hey, Jay, you know how we're always talking about how we want to try mushroom coffee?
I don't think I've ever said that.
Well, somebody sent us some mushroom coffee.
So we're interested.
Yeah, JoyBru's. And
Okay, look, hold on.
I already know what you're going to say.
The way that she says the word joy. Joy
Joy.
is Joey.
Joey.
JoyBru's.
No, I didn't say JoyBru's.
You did.
JoyBru's.
I have to just say, you said JoyBru's as if some sort of baby kangaroo was ground up and put into this bag of mushroom coffee.
That's not true.
That's just the way you say it.
I don't like. I think we could run back the tape. JoyBru's.
Joey, 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 down in my heart. Where? If you're a Christian from the 80s, you know that song.
That's
All right,
true.
continue.
Yeah.
JoyBru's.
So the people at JoyBru's,
Graciously sent us
they
this.
did. They sent it to us. And if you would like to send us free coffee, you can do so. You can
Email
us. We'll put it down there. I can't remember what the
Well,
email.
I'll put the link in the description.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then you can email it to us with your coffee company's information. And if we find out you're legit, we'll give you the address to send it to.
Right.
Yeah.
So this stuff. So I was mistaken in my initial impressions of what is mushroom coffee. I thought mushroom coffee was ground up mushrooms only, made to taste like coffee somehow.
Right.
Kind of like, if you say a certain kind of tea, you just grind it up and you make it into a tea.
Right.
But this is not what
Spinach
that is.
tea.
I don't think people make spinach
Oh.
tea. But this is not what that is. They take Arabica coffee,
Okay.
100% organic Arabica coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and then they add in extracts of mushroom.
All right. Does that mean oils?
I don't really know what a mushroom extract is. I'm not real clear on that. But it's supposed to have all these good things in it. They're called adaptogenic things.
Yeah.
And
Good
so
words.
it's supposed to, the idea here is several fold, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's supposed to make you not have the crash,
Okay.
right? So, like, it.
So, like, if they had this in 1929, they'd be all right.
There would be no depression.
Avoid the crash.
Right.
Got
So,
it.
like, whereas caffeine kind of like spikes everything and then you crash, this is supposed to give you a more gradual kind of increase in energy for a longer period of time.
Okay.
And then so everything's just kind of like modulated.
All right.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So,
Or it's all in your head.
right.
Don't know.
Yeah. And it's supposed to, there's maca in here. Do you know
Uh-huh.
what maca is?
No.
It's a root. That's all I know about
Oh.
it. It's supposed to help your immune system, I think.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So what's Maca Reina? Is that an additive?
Yeah, from the 90s. Yeah, so that's what it
It's
is.
the root of white people dances.
There's
The Macarena.
that was such a good dance. Did you ever dance the Macarena
Not in
at your
public.
Christian school? Probably
No.
not.
There was no dancing.
Yeah.
Unless it was in a church service. Then there was dancing in the aisles. All kinds of stuff.
So this coffee is coffee,
Mhm.
but it has the mushrooms and the maca in it.
Anything else?
No. I
No
think that's-
gluten.
Now we did have trouble trying to figure out how to brew this, because if you buy this and you just like look at the bag, there are no instructions.
No instructions.
They expect you to just get it. Jay was about to make the coffee.
I opened it up and there was this little scoop in the bag. And I thought, okay, well, all right. So normally I do like 1 tablespoon of coffee per ounce of water that I'm going to make coffee stuff, right?
Not per ounce.
Per cup.
Per cup.
Sorry, per
That's
cup of water.
That's a very big difference.
4 to 6 cups or whatever. I don't weigh things. I'm not one of those coffee people. All right. I have more important things in my life to do than make, B-roll of slow motion shots of coffee and beans and look at the shiny. We don't do that here. Okay. So I saw this and I thought, oh, okay, just scoop, 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 turn on the coffee maker and we're done. But then I thought, well, there's no instructions. Let me look it up and find out. I went to the YouTube channel and there were 2 videos. And so I saw they were just like putting a scoop into something and pouring hot water on it. I thought, oh, well, maybe that's it. But I want to find out how much coffee am I supposed to be doing here. So I went to the website and I did find eventually how to brew the coffee.
Right.
And
Which
it's
is
just 1 scoop per like 6 to 8 ounces of water.
Yeah.
Hot or cold. You could do cold brew or hot brew.
right. So this is 4.9 ounces, which is 35
35 scoops, 35 servings. A bag on their website is $35. So you get, it's about $1, or it's $1 per cup of coffee. Which is good when you're talking about, like, if you are instead just wanting to go get coffee, it's not going to be mushroom coffee. It's going to be other coffee. You know, that's like $3. You know, just for like black coffee, right? You could subscribe also for $27 a bag. You get it once a month, I think is what it said. So it's like a cup a day, right? Yeah. And some bonus, because there's not 35 days in any month of the year.
That's true.
Even with leap year.
That's right.
So we'll see, you know, on here how it tastes. We have our mugs. I have one clear one that I bought specifically. I didn't buy it specifically. Our son bought it some time ago at a yard sale. So that you can see what the color is like on the coffee.
Right.
And we put a scoop of the stuff in there, and then pour some hot water into it, and we'll see. You know, this is the first time we're having it.
Yes.
So one thing we won't be able to tell you here, but we will tell you either in a future video or just in the comment section of this video, whether we had longer lasting energy that was, you know, whatever,
better,
or it was, you know,
the same.
Not.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm really going to be able to tell. I'm not going to be scientific about it because, for one, today is a Saturday. I woke up at 6 instead of 3.
Right.
I've had 2 cups of coffee already today. We're in the afternoon. We're really not going to be able to tell. So,
but we will drink it over the next. Yeah. Well,
I mean,
unless it's
obvious.
terrible. What if it's bad?
Well,
How does it smell? I haven't.
It looks like cocoa, like hot cocoa.
It does.
Powder.
It doesn't smell like coffee.
No.
I mean, like, so ever since we agreed to like review this coffee, because they did send us the bag for free. We should say that, but they're not sponsoring this video, so they just gave us the coffee. So
we're sorry, not sorry if we don't like it.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's not off-putting. You should be.
I should be off-putting. Okay, that was on between 2 ferns. I'm gonna get spoons.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, like it reminds me of something like a.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
There's a smell to it. You know what it is? It reminds me of a supplement that my parents used to get when they were in a multi-level marketing thing, IHI, and Clark Howard like exposed this like IHI thing as like a multi-level marketing like pyramid scheme, and my dad never liked Clark Howard after that moment. But
I don't see that name written on here anywhere, so
Clark
it must not be the same. No, IHI.
Oh no, but I just mean there was like these supplements that they would get.
Yeah, I know.
You know, because it was a legitimate company that sold vitamins and such.
So this is more like instant coffee.
Right.
There's 8 ounces in a cup, right?
8 ounces in a cup.
Well, this little clear cup right here, I filled up earlier with 1 cup of water, and it had just a little bit of room on the top.
Okay.
So
you're
mine is about 6 ounces. Yours is probably more like 10.
You know what we don't have right here?
Creamer?
Yeah.
I'll get that too.
So yeah, like so now but now that
the
hot water has been added, it does definitely smell like instant coffee, just like the regular kind of instant coffee. And actually now,
sorry about that sound.
Now it has more of just a mild smell. So one thing I read also was that the reason like why would you add mushroom to coffee?
I don't like the smell.
You don't like the smell? No. I think it smells like tea at this point, but
Not like sweet tea.
But it,
For those who want to know, Walmart half and half.
half and half.
And I've seen a question in the comments. People ask, what do they mean when they say half and half? And coincidentally, the person, their name or whatever was something UK something.
Oh, yeah.
So in
Britannia.
in Britannia, they don't have half and half.
Right.
They have something else.
It's so funny to me that like half and half's not a thing over there.
Yeah.
It's like an American invention.
Yeah.
Or
Come
something.
to think of it, that might have been on a comment on your other channel
Oh yeah.
about that. But anyway.
But if you add, so basically, if you were to take heavy cream, heavy whipping cream, whatever the equivalent is in your country of the thing that you whip in order to get whipped cream, then
Not people.
and then you take like 1 cup of that, then plus 1 cup of milk, regular whole milk. That will create half and half.
Right.
Half milk, half cream.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is, apparently the
And of course, less than 1% of sodium citrate and disodium phosphate. You have to add that as well.
Right.
Okay.
Back to the adaptogens.
Yeah.
So the adaptogens apparently have a strong taste. And so coffee will mask that. I think the idea is you need to get these adaptogens in you. How do you do it? You drink it.
Drugs.
But you drink it with
Something
coffee.
that masks the flavor.
Coffee has a nice strong flavor. So the question is, how is it? Is it going to be really mushroomy? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
It smells good, I think. You know, I kind of like it.
I'm not going to be too quick to judge yet.
Yeah. At first, I thought, oh, I don't like it. And then I thought, no, wait, I kind of do like it. I mean, especially compared to normal instant coffees, I think.
The other 2 videos I saw about this coffee, the Rolling 2, seemed very, like, forced, to be honest.
Right.
Like, oh my God, you gotta have mushroom coffee. It's amazing. So, they were probably paid.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, like, I think it's got a really nice taste, especially for instant.
Yeah.
Like because we did that instant coffee video, which we'll link to above.
I'll link to it if
He'll
I
link to
remember now. I'll remember. Promise.
Yeah. So, but
All right. So while we're continuing to taste this,
okay, I will
or you
say
wanna
this:
something else?
it does not taste like mushroom coffee. Like I would like if you had just handed me this and said, "Taste this," like it's kind of like instant coffee. And if you asked me, what does it taste like? I would say it tastes like instant coffee. It doesn't. It does not taste like anything
mushrooms.
else.
It's
Like
not like I'm eating
I
mushrooms.
really thought it was going to taste like mushroom soup, or like, or you know how we've had some coffees in the past where it's got this meaty, brothy flavor that I do not enjoy. I can't think of a particular one right now, but maybe some Sam's Choice coffee. But I like it. What were you going to say? You were going to add some sort of.
It was not going to be about the
Not
coffee.
about coffee.
No, because I was going to drink some more so that I could kind of more and more, let some minutes go by. Because I know some of the people are back here watching because they want to know what happened with Rural King.
Right. Yes.
So if you missed last week's, well, I'm not going to recap it. I went back to Rural King after my 3 days, 5 days. Because remember, Saturday and Sunday didn't count.
Weekends don't count.
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went back there on Thursday. I went back to the gun barn. There was a guy in line at the counter who coincidentally happened to be a guy this old man, who I dealt with when I was selling life and health insurance and annuities. Met with him about annuities. He talked to us for a while. Then he told us to come back. We came back in a couple of weeks. He's like, oh, I forgot. Come back in another. We came back again. He's like, oh, I forgot again. I'm really not ready to do anything. Come. We never went back. He was in line in front of me at the gun store. I have a beard now. He probably didn't recognize me, and I wasn't wearing a suit, so he probably didn't recognize me there. Anyway, so I was just laughing inside about this because I could tell that the guy behind the counter was having a problem dealing with this guy who I had dealt with for weeks. So they finally got done with him. I stepped up to the thing. I handed the guy my ID and the paperwork that said that I had come, and I'm ready to pick up the guns now. And so he called. This is a young guy behind the counter. He called on the radio for the manager to come back. And so he said, look, when he was done on the radio, he said, between you and me, and of course everybody else who could hear him talking, it's pretty much a poop show with the managers right now. And he didn't use the word poop. He said, I really don't know what's going on with them right now. It's probably going to be a while, so I don't know if you want to come back another day. And I didn't want to go into the whole thing like, it's already been 5 days, and 2 of those days didn't count, and we're at the 3rd day. So I said, no, I don't want to come back. I'll wait. And he said, okay. And I said, you can help this other guy, whatever he needs help with. And that guy just wanted to hold a pistol for a couple of seconds. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, he let him hold the pistol, and the manager showed up. And he got my guns out there, and we started doing all the paperwork. And the guy went on with a tirade about the guy who was there before. He had been there for 2.5 hours, filling out the paperwork and dealing with things and going back and forth. And anyway, it was a whole deal. Bottom line is, we got the rifle and we got the pistols, and I got them home after our 5-day, 3-day waiting period. So now you're caught up.
Right. But they got to be careful.
Yeah.
The ATF is no joke.
ATF's coming after people. Yeah. Shutting down.
Well, they're coming after the...
dealing with dealers.
What are they called?
FFL.
FFLs.
Federally... I said it last time. Federal Firearms License Holders or something. Anyway, the stores and places that you can buy a gun online and have it shipped to an FFL. They're like really cracking down on FFLs, making it harder for you to find somewhere that you can go get a thing. Now, we're in Florida.
Land of the free.
There's a lot of FFLs around. We can still go to places, but that doesn't mean that it's not coming to a neighborhood near you. So anyway, it's good. Mm-hmm. Good stuff. But, Yeah, so this coffee,
I know that I had an expectation that it was going to be really disgusting.
Like eating a mushroom
I
dry
really did.
out of
And I love mushrooms, but I don't like to drink mushrooms. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm having coffee, I don't want mushrooms in it. But
I've never had liquid mushroom before.
This is good.
Yeah. I'm wondering how my stomach's going to feel later.
I do wonder. Like, I'm really wondering about that.
How I'm going to feel. And here's the deal. If you know anything about your body, you don't know anything about your body. Meaning, a lot of it's up here.
That's true. I was thinking the same thing about all these adaptogens and stuff. And I was thinking, like, the thing is, if you're convinced, like, that it will help you, it'll help you. You know, like, your body, it's like there's some really interesting, like, studies out there about the power of the mind on your actual physical reactions to foods and things like that. So
I say they need to put some adaptogens in some donuts. The flavor of the donut will cover up the flavor of the adaptogens. And then they can say, donuts have adaptogens, and they give you, supercharged donuts with maca root. I mean, that makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have a problem with eating donuts now anyway. No. I just can't afford to eat donuts all the time. Donuts. They used to be
cheap. Right? Cheap.
It's like, it's flour and water and sugar and yeast. That's it. Yep. Now it's like $1.50 a donut.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they are a pain to make. Yeah, I will say that.
Problem.
It's like,
They're really hard to make.
They are. They're a pain. It's not worth the effort, in my opinion. Not worth it. Like, you can make some really good donuts at home, and it is just so not worth the effort.
No.
Because you have to fry, like, if you had a big vat of oil that you could just fry them all at once, because that's where the time that it really takes comes into play. You have to, like, do it in small little batches, and it takes too long. Yeah, but I also am not going to spend $14 or $15 on a box of Krispy Kreme donuts at Walmart. You know. That is crazy.
Yeah. It's like they're already a day old. Maybe. And that day counted. Because the yeast doesn't care. Or the flour.
No.
So overall, look, I don't, obviously, it matters to people about some things, right?
Right.
Vegan friendly.
Right.
Yes, that matters to people who want to be vegans.
But we're not vegans.
No.
We
God created meat to eat. That's why it rhymes. Also, vegans are angry.
That's not all. Some, but not all. Like, vegetable police guy, he's not angry.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. Sometimes he is, but
yeah.
he's and he's not really a vegan anymore.
Maybe.
Or maybe I don't know. It depends on the week.
Yeah. Keto friendly if people want to live in misery. Dairy free. Some people do have dairy allergies. I have one and I choose to ignore it. Gluten free if you don't like happiness. No added sugar.
What is that supposed to mean?
No added sugar. So the things that are there's sugar naturally occurring in some things, I imagine. Like
The mushrooms?
the chaga mushroom extract. I don't know.
Or maybe the maca.
Perhaps. I have no idea. And additive free, except for the added mushrooms and added
What does that even mean?
extracts.
Additives.
Additives. There's no
No additives or preservatives.
there's no preservatives that are made in a lab somewhere in China.
Salt is a preservative, though.
Right. Everything's chemicals, as our 17-year-old son pointed out to someone. It's true. Everything is chemicals. This is chemicals, just so you know.
Delicious chemicals.
There's water in this, and that's a chemical. So yeah, it's $1 per serving, which is not bad.
Not,
If you buy regular coffee at the store, and you're gonna have a cup a day. I don't know who's having a cup a day.
Try 3 to 4.
Yeah, but if you're having a cup a day and you're buying regular coffee at the store, that coffee, takes 2 scoops. I can't think of how many servings are in a bag.
I have no idea. I
Yeah.
mean, like,
Maybe you go through that in a week. You gotta buy 4 of them in a week. You're 8 times 4, 32. You're at the same price. Now the difference is if the coffee does actually give you like this boost.
you have to
whatever.
drink less because you're more energetic
Right.
for longer.
Yeah, but you can certainly get coffee for a lower price.
Yeah.
But anyway, what do you say donuts for this?
I
You
think
probably can't have any donuts with this.
4. What do you think? I mean, for being instant, that's going into my because I'm thinking about the instant coffees we had. I think this is better than the Starbucks, and that was my favorite. And so it's convenient. So there's a convenience there. Plus, it's got the mushrooms, which maybe are good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm being swayed by the fact that it was free.
Maybe. I'm considering the fact that our donut ratings don't really matter.
This is true.
So as I ponder and think of how to be, right on here, I'll say 4. Yeah. I mean, it's not a taste I was expecting, but it's not, I'll say offensive. Some people don't like it when we say not offensive. What does that mean? Well, that's true. What does not offensive mean? Because so many people are offended by all kinds of things.
Well, yeah, but I feel like that's one of the clearest things that you can say is it's not offensive. Like, it's not going to offend your senses if you drink it.
Yeah.
I've been offended by some coffees.
That's true. So the bottom line is,
Publix.
if you're looking for mushroom coffee, you're wondering, what can I do to get some mushroom coffee in my life? How do I go about it? You go to their website, which is joybrew.com. JoyBru, just like it says on the front of the bag.
But it's got a little, is that an umlaut?
An umlaut over the U?
I don't know. Is that an umlaut?
I don't
can't
think there's a
remember
key
what
on the
that's called.
keyboard for the umlaut. Back here, it doesn't have the umlaut. So you just type in a regular U, and it'll take you to the website. All caps. I'm just kidding. That's what a lot of old people would tell me when they give me their email address. All caps or no caps, doesn't matter, Mildred. But so yeah, you can go there. I don't know if there's shipping cost.
I can't remember, and that might change. So it really doesn't matter if we say
That's
it or
true.
not.
Just go there for yourself and look.
Yeah,
There may be other mushroom coffees. I'm sure there's 1,000 mushroom coffees, but this is the only one we've had, and we would say if you want to try a mushroom coffee, this is one that we'd go for.
Yeah.
Although on their description back here it says, and here's the cherry on top. I don't think they're supposed to add cherries because that would be added sugar.
That's
And
right.
I don't think you're supposed to put cherries in your coffee.
In your mushroom coffee? Yeah, no.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to have conversations with us about things like coffee or things that we like books or guns or, whatever, there's a link in the description where you can sign up for our newsletter, where it will also give you access to our Discord server. So it'll just be us, on there. It's not a public Discord server, so it's not just some randos. It's you and us talking on there about all kinds of topics. And we'll try to have little channels on there that are separate so you can have different types of conversations.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yep.
So thanks for coming by and spending the last nearly 30 minutes on this. I'm glad that you value us in that
Indeed.
way.
Yeah.
We value you too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Until next time.
Keep grinding.